Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? Let's get that music turned down. It's probably a good idea. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see what else is going on. Let me get this squared away and turn this on. And double check the checklist. Check the flight checklist. Didn't forget anything. Don't think so. Got my drink. There goes the beep beep on my Casio. So we're at the top of the hour. So I guess we're doing good. It looks like we're about 20 seconds delayed on everything I say. You hear it about 20 seconds later, just so you know. So let's see who's here tonight. Alrighty, we had a couple people checking in ahead of time before the stream started. I saw Monica posted that, I don't know, like an hour ago, maybe half hour ago, something like that. And then my dad checked in there, I guess 10, 15 minutes ago or something like that too. So I'm assuming y'all are back now here. All right, so let's see. Let's get caught up on the chat, because you guys know this chat gets away from me. I'll start talking about something and forget to come back and look and say, hey, the chat's got away from you, dude. So let's see here. Can I put this here? Yes, I can put this here. It's just my notes. Dad's checking in from Texas. Good evening, my friends from Texas. And Monica must have posted this when the countdown was going. So in addition to the 20-second delay that it takes for my voice to go through the tubes, out over the internet, up to Elon Musk's satellite, back down to all the whales in New Zealand, who then transmit it with brainwaves out to the internet. You hear it in 20 seconds, and then you type your little comment, and it goes back through the whales, through the satellite, back down to me. So who knows how much of a delay there is. But yes, Monica, I am not wearing a hat today. I could grab a hat from behind me. I have plenty of them, but I do not have on a hat today. I'm also going to try to remind myself to take a drink of this sweet tea once in a while, so my voice doesn't get wrecked. So pardon me for the drinks as they come. That's right, there she is. She's over here. Suzuki's here. She's laying on top of my my laptop. She likes the warmth of that laptop when it's in sleep mode, though. It's never really in sleep mode. I don't really ever turn that one off. I just close the lid, but it's still warm, so she likes to sleep on there, you know. Monica says, you look good, Scott. Well, you're darn tootin' I do. You better believe it, lady. We're all good looking. We're all above average, and we're all good looking. But thank you. That's very kind of you. Okay, so we're at our new time tonight. It is 8 o'clock here on the Best Coast, which means it's Central Time Zone in Texas and Chicago. And if our friend Geraldine joins us from Lima, Peru, she's on the same time zone in Central. So this works a lot better for me. I hope it works out for everybody, because this is much better than staying up till 10 o'clock at night my time. That's too late for me, because I end up wanting to stay on with you guys till midnight my time, and right now is midnight Monica's time, which means she's up till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's not right, I tell you. It's not right. So this will work better for me. Monica, I want to hear how the new job's going. Drop a line in the chat and let us know. And I don't know if we're going to see our friend Daniel for a minute, because Daniel is in the middle of doing a live stream on his channel. But don't go check it out right now. Go watch his live stream later, after mine, if you want to. But he has a guest on. It appears to me that I think he's got a cell phone with a speakerphone sitting in front of him, and that's how he's live streaming, maybe. I'm not sure. The audio sounds like his guest is doing that. But he's been under the weather, and he didn't get started till about like 15 minutes to the top of the hour. So he really started his live stream very late. So I don't expect to see Daniel here with us tonight. Um, I was also thinking maybe we could do, as it starts to cool off just a little bit, maybe we could do some live streams from some interesting locations, some of the cool places I like to go and hang out. I was thinking that the Margate Indian Mounds would be a fun place to go. Made several videos out there. I kind of call it my own private park because hardly anybody ever shows up out there. So um, I thought it'd be cool to do a live stream from there, especially as it cools off a little bit. Now that would I wouldn't have all these fancy chats and fancy screens and multiple scenes where I can go, here's what it looks like when I'm web browsing, and here's the scene when I'm on my computer, and you wouldn't see a flip around like this back and forth. I'd probably just take my cell phone out, put it on a tripod, stick it in front of me, and sit on a park bench and hang out, and we can maybe watch the sunset or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Um, let's take a peek here at the chit chat. Let's see. Monica says the new job is excellent. I'm very impressed. I am so relieved to hear that. I was hoping after the nightmare you went through, as you've told me, the nightmare you went through at the old location. I'm really glad to hear that this new spot is working out. Co-worker's great. Boss is super approachable. That's wonderful. Got my own laptop, email, all the stuff. Love going on the train. I bet you do. Trains are awesome. I love riding trains. A ton of learning is ahead. Yeah, you got to come up to speed on everything with the company, right? Learn all the corporate culture and learn the way they do things and learn things you don't know how to do and things you do know how to do. You got to learn their way to do it. But that's great. That's so nice. The fact that your boss is super approachable, that's so important. And I've told my kids, you can do any job if the people are cool. But the best job in the world with the worst people, you'd still hate the job. But the worst job in the world, if the people are great, you can get through it. And if you've got a boss that cares about you as a person and a boss who cares about his team, and he's not just there to get through the day or to boss people around and feel powerful, that's great. I'm so happy for you. That is such good news. Dad says he's got to bail out in about an hour, about 9 o'clock his time. Um, well, that's like 2 hours, but I know what you mean. Um, that's fine. And yeah, Dad's agreeing with me about the job there. Let's see. I think working in healthcare equipped me with the skills I need. I'll do my best. Thank you for your lovely words. Means a lot to me. Thank you, everyone. The bonus is clothing rules are relaxed. Awesome. So you get to dress up in your super cool, chic Monica style. That's good. If you guys have seen her videos, you know she's got her own cool, chic style. Um, let's see, what else are we talking about? So, yeah, I want to take the live stream out to the Indian mounds, and I was also thinking maybe we'll do a live stream from my back garden. I've been working pretty hard on my garden lately. Let me show you what I've got. I've got some photographs I can show you. How does this view? There we go. There's a photo app. Let's take a look. So this is the view out my back window after it had been raining in an afternoon. And you can see it's a concrete patio with some brick pavers laid around it, and then the grass out beyond it in this picture needs to be mowed a little bit. But I tend to let my grass get a little taller. I let it get 3 or 4 inches tall because it lets the roots grow down quite a bit. And people who trim their grass super, super low, I don't think it's healthy. It doesn't give them a chance to put roots down. And then if you get a drought, they tell us you can't water anymore, which does happen here. Your grass dies because it never got a chance to grow deep roots. But you can see the potted flowers all over the place, and I've got some shepherd's hooks, which this is a little bit older picture. Let me see what this is. Slightly more daylight picture with some thunderstorms off in the side, but you can see in the sunshine there. Better picture of some of the pentas. You can see there's some doves on the left-hand side in that terracotta dish that's hanging. A couple of doves were hanging in there, and then we've also got cardinals and blue jays. Quite a lot of crows come around now and then. And recently we've started seeing, what is the name of that bird that was in that Indian Mound video? I think it was called a shrike. We get those rarely, once in a blue moon. And then it's a rainy picture, so you can't see it very well, but we had some parrots, some huge green parrots drop by and snag some birdseed. That was real exciting because you don't get to see these parrots very often. But back in 1992, I mentioned this in a video once. Back in 1992, there was a hurricane that damaged the Miami Zoo, and some of the aviary was damaged, so a lot of their wild birds got loose, and a bunch of parrots broke free, and their descendants continue to rock on around here. This is a little bit more recent photo. This one's from 2-3 days ago. So the only major change from here is I did plant the bougainvillea, which is on the trellis in the far corner there. I'm basically trying to build up kind of a blocking wall to maybe give ourselves a little bit of a screen or something. But I have made a few videos out here. You can see that I've strung and replaced all the missing, I think those are called bistro lights that hang across on a little, it goes out to the tree and then it goes out across. And when it gets dark, looks pretty nice. So I could go out there and do a video. These are the chrysanthemums I planted this past week. These are known to be pretty good at chasing away mosquitoes. And then this red flower, hang on a second. I got a thing that tells me, you know, if you take a picture of a flower with your iPhone, it'll tell you what plant it is. And so that picture there that I took of that plant, all I got to do is find that picture again and go back and hit it with my iPhone, and it reminds me, because I can't remember the names of these flowers. I'm a terrible gardener. I can't remember. These are called rock trumpets. Rock trumpets. A genus of Mandevilla. It's a climbing vine. So you can see I put a tiki torch in the ground, and I've sort of tied its climbing vine a little bit, loosely tied it up the tiki torch. That was 2 days ago, and it's already starting to wrap itself around the tiki torch and work its way higher. So that'll be nice if we get some flowers up there. Here's a close-up of the mums, the chrysanthemums, very pretty. And there's that, what did I say it's called? A rocket trumpet or something like that? I already forgot. I don't know. And here's a picture of last night. This is last night at about 7:30 p.m. Sun was going down, and you can see what these bistro lights look like and light up the area. So it's a nice area for filming, actually. It's pretty. So I was thinking we'll do a live stream from the back garden one of these nights. That would be pretty cool. Let me see here what the comments are. Monica's talking about her gothic stuff until he has a pinch of office look on it. The direct boss is around my age, so I think that'll help a lot. Yeah, you'll be fine. You know, just don't wear anything that's too insanely crazy, right? Keep it semi-conservative, and I'm sure it'll be totally cool. Yeah, you guys are okay with that? I'll run a live stream from out there sometime. Yeah, fairy lights, that's what they're called. I couldn't remember. We call them bistro lights, especially up in the Midwest, they call them bistro lights, but fairy lights is the right word, because if we sneak out there at night, in the middle of the night, and we're very quiet, we might catch the elves having a feast in a circle. And if we can catch the gnomes and the elves out there in the fairy lights, we'll be very happy. Yeah, the palm trees. That's the first thing somebody who's not local notices, and we just never even see it anymore. We're so used to seeing palm trees. But I remember when I first moved down here, I was like, ooh, palm trees. Ooh, palm trees. Whoa, palm trees. Hey, there's palm trees. Obviously, you live in a place like here, there's palm trees everywhere. They don't have those in northern England and on the verge of Scotland, right? Nice flowers, he says. Thanks, Pop. Keith is in charge of plants and flowers here. What's your favorite plant, Scott, and why? Look at you asking questions. You have done your homework. And by the way, I noticed several times in your comment section of your videos, you would respond to people's comments on your videos with a question. I was so proud of you. And, you know, people see your question and they reply again, and you've generated, that way you've generated engagement. So I don't think I have a favorite. I guess if I did, maybe it would be pentas. I call them pentas. I think that's what they're called. Let's go back to this. If I can go to the picture from the daytime, and then I think I can zoom in. How do I zoom in with this? Let's see. Does this button do it? Yeah. Yeah. How do I get over, though? No. I want to zoom over. Come on, you dumb thing. It's not letting me scroll over, you guys. Okay, well, the pentas are the pink ones in the box on the left over there. And I guess I like them because they attract butterflies. That's kind of my reason I like those guys. They come in red, they come in white, they come in pink. I think they come in yellow pentas, and they attract butterflies. That's why. So that's why I like those. So we'll do a live stream from out back. Maybe we'll do that live stream out back from the garden next week. Kind of depends on how hot it is. If it's what is it right now? Let's see. Yeah, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Somebody do the math and put in the chat what is 81 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius. But it's 81 right now at 8:30 at night. If it's too warm, I'm not going to sit out there and live stream and sweat all night, you know. So it depends on if it cools down, and if it's not too muggy, we can live stream out there. But it's going to cool down pretty soon, folks. Pretty soon it'll be cooling off. So that's my gardening activities. Just a quick reminder that I do have memberships turned on. I don't expect you folks to do memberships, but I am going to eventually break this video up into separate videos again, like I did last week. You may remember. Hold on, I got a sneeze coming. Hold on. Is there a sneeze? Sorry about that. Okay. There was a sneeze coming, as a matter of fact. Come on, you dumb thing. She likes that. Keith smiled. He's here. Hi, Keith. Hello, Keith. Don't go to sleep, Keith. Keith, stay awake. We're having a live stream. I don't care if it's midnight over there, Keith. Stay awake. Poor fella. He must be crashing out bad. Come on, you dumb thing. Okay, memberships, right. Just real quick, let me hop over to the channel and we shall take a peek just as a reminder to everybody. There is memberships activated and I got 2 levels. There's, where is it? Here we go. Levels. The 99-cent version gives you member-only videos that I'm making, loyalty badges and emojis that nobody cares about, member shout-outs that people... And by the way, like I said, I don't want you guys to get this membership. This is not for your benefit. I'm going to be cutting this live stream up into multiple videos to release throughout the week, like I did last week. I think you folks saw that some of my small sections of last week's videos have been made into permanent videos, which is a good reminder, which is a very good reminder. Guard your privacy in the chat, because although we all know each other here, the 3 of us, 4 of us, whatever it is, we all know each other. These comments will be seen by strangers for who knows how long into the future. So guard your privacy. And right, so I've turned on memberships. If anybody wants to become a $1 member, they get loyalty badges and emojis that nobody cares about. They get access to members-only videos that I'm making, and of course, all of our members get shout-outs in every video, at least every video that I make after somebody becomes a member. And I give early access to new videos, and priority reply to comments isn't really going to be a problem because I don't get enough comments that anybody needs a priority on that. So, all right, my dad wants to tell us how to avoid a sneeze. Let's see. When you feel a sneeze coming on, use your tongue, massage the roof of your mouth until your sneeze passes. Okay. Or I'll just sneeze because I don't mind sneezing. So it's good to know. It's good to know. Keith said a traditional Scottish aye, aye. Very good. Poor Keith. Keith gets to go to sleep. I don't think we're going to go real late tonight, honestly. My wife, whose name is Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs, Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs will probably come home here roughly an hour from now. She does church stuff on Wednesday nights. So we'll shut the live streamer down about the time she's getting back home. And the $5 one here, it's going to give you all the perks from the previous levels. I thought I had an extra, Escape E only videos. The only other perk on the $5 one right now that's above what you already get in the $1 one is Escape E only videos. So special videos made for this team here. So those are available. Just a little reminder. I need to get better at remembering to say something about that in actual videos that I make. I'll get better, I promise. Just a quick peek at the dashboard. We have gotten over 2,953 subscribers. I also got, I've got this vidIQ plugin, and I guess I subscribe to their basic level, whatever. They give out little achievement badges to people, and I got an achievement because I got 60 subscribers in September, which is like 2 per day, and it was the highest I've ever had in the entire life of the channel. So that's pretty cool. We are definitely slowly increasing the number of subscribers per day. I've seen the early access snapshots. When I clicked on the membership, one thing sorted with us, I'll support you as a member. No, don't feel like you have to do that at all. Absolutely not. You folks just coming to my live stream is all I could ever ask for. Hello, joining you for a few. It is Geraldine. Now, I had a talk with her. I'm so sorry you're not feeling great. You got a headache. You've been sick for over a week or two now, lady. You need some rest and some medicine or fluid, or I don't know, you need a visit from the elves or something. I'm so sorry you're not feeling good. Now, I want to let you all know, on my last video, knowing she's from Peru, I was calling her Geraldine all night. But then on her video, when she introduces herself, she calls herself Geraldine. So I talked that over with her, and she said I do pronounce Geraldine better than some people we know. But at the same time, Geraldine is apparently acceptable. She does sometimes associate or sometimes identify as an American G. Whoops, I missed a chat here. Is Keith a full Scotsman then? Did you meet after you emigrated to Scotland or Wales? She emigrated to Aberdeenshire. Oh, one thing I noticed in your videos this week, the snapshots of mugs and fire, new titles and shots. No idea how to say it. I know you know what I mean. Yeah, the little intro that's on that video. See, here's the thing. I used to have a pretty extensive little 10-second intro on my older videos, and then it became very trendy to take those intros off, so I took them off. But some of the videos we're getting to right now, let's just take a peek at our content page. Some of them were filmed before I stopped doing that. So, for example, this video here that's not published yet, you can ignore these scheduled dates, because what I do is I schedule them so far in the future that they always stay at the top of the screen, but they're not really coming out in November of 2026, obviously. So we come down here. Here's the public videos and everything. Let me scroll it this way. So everything above the bottom of the screen here is scheduled. Now, the ones that look like the live stream, those are just cut up snippets from last week's live stream. So those are nothing major. This video right here, I paid my $10, will be coming out this Friday. It is currently visible to Daniel, who's our only member, our $1 member. So he gets to see that video now. Let's do this. Click that. If you guys don't know this trick, in the top left corner where these 3 lines are, if you click that, it collapses the menu. And the main reason I like to collapse that is because then I can see the views over here without having to make the screen wider. The default screen width works and lets you see the views if you collapse that thing on the left. So it's already got a couple of views, which means I watched it and probably Daniel watched it, but no comments yet. So that'll be out on Friday. And this is a trip out to the Arthur R. Marshall Wildlife Preserve. I will give you a quick peek at it with the volume off. And I'm not going to play it because we've already learned that when I try to play a video through live stream, it starts glitching out and quality gets really bad and everything else. But I'll just give you a couple of skip aheads just to see. But I went to this place called the Arthur R. Marshall Nature Center, and it's out in the Everglades. There's some beautiful views up on that observation tower up there. And there's this really neat, well, there's many of these little pull-in nature paradise areas. Let's just call them fairy circles, right? Oh, they're just so amazing. Really, really neat. But that video will be out this Friday. And then going back to the point, the intro clip, the 10-second intro clip or whatever it was, I think it still exists in these 3 videos that'll be coming out, you know, in the following order: Monday, Friday, Monday. So, you know, like a week from now on Monday, that one will be out. And then the following Friday will be this one, and the following Monday will be that one. I think all of those still have the intro that I used to use all the time. So, yeah, you get to see it. I might put it back. I kind of miss it. I kind of liked it, actually. I thought it was cool. So maybe we'll put it back. Yeah, so I'm glad you liked it. I do know what you mean about that. Let's just get caught up on the chat. Hi, Geraldine. Howdy, Geraldine. Oh, yes, I forgot about Aberdeen. Yes. I've been sick the whole month, my friend. Okay, more than a week. I said a week. She's been sick the whole month. Visited a couple of your channels, too, Monica. Those views are stunning, but the shots are amazing. The music is lovely as well. Yeah. Oh, and look who just chimes in. You guys already saw him and said hi to him, but I'm just now catching up with the chat. So here is our only paying member, but that's fine. I don't want you guys to pay. I'm not asking for that. Daniel, I caught about the first 10, 15 minutes of your stream, something like that, and then I had to jump over here because you got such a late start. But the cool thing is I have your live stream paused. In fact, I can show right here. This is Daniel's live stream. I've got it paused where I stopped watching and listening to you guys talk. So I'll be watching the rest of that after the fact. But Daniel, how were you communicating with that fella? Did you have, it sounded like you had him on a phone, on speakerphone. Did you have him plugged in some kind of way? Were you doing a live stream from your phone and you had him on a different speaker or just on speakerphone? I was wondering how you accomplished that guest visitation there. So let me know. I want to know the answer to that. Aberdeen, well, not as bubbly as it used to be a couple years ago. Many things are for sale or waiting to be demolished, but still there. You hear that, Dad? You can pick up a farm in Aberdeen for a song, laddie. All right. I'm sorry to hear, Geraldine. I hope you get well. Not good. Battling with an illness for a month. Get it checked out before you end up with something more serious. I think she did go see a doc, right, Geraldine? I think you went to go see one of your, if I remember that. Geraldine and I are in a chat group for Lord of the Rings type, Hobbit, Tolkien appreciation type stuff. So, what we have covered so far, let's see, our new time, future live stream locations, gardening fun, memberships, a next video sneak peek, and I want to show you something in my analytics called the top content. Top content for this period. If you just go to your main analytics page, it's just right down here. In case you want to look at this, I made $18. Woohoo! I made $18 this month. We are about ready to retire, guys. Tell you what. That's total for all the old videos that have been around, all the ancient videos that still run. All right, let's see how Daniel did it. He answered me. I filmed on YouTube through my Chromebook, but I had him on speakerphone on a Facebook call. Got it. That makes sense. Good. Okay, yeah. I could understand him perfectly. It just definitely sounded like it was a phone speaker type setup. I want to experiment sometime having somebody jump into Discord with me, because Discord has a video chat feature, and Discord is really, it was built with streaming in mind from the ground up. So I kind of want to do an experiment sometime with somebody in a Discord video chat and live stream it. Hope it comes with sheep and cows and dogs and donkeys and turkeys. Have any of you watched Clarkson's Farm? Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear and Grand Tour. He bought a farm, and his farm television show. Come here. Clarkson's Farm is great, but it makes me want to never be a farmer. All right, this is good news. Geraldine is much better, really. Hi, Daniel. I had fun browsing the channel and finding how to shoot a camera instead of shooting animals. Very good. Very good. If I recall correctly, and hope I'm not giving away anything, but I seem to recall that you and your brother are both lairds now. No? I don't know what that means. I don't know what a laird is. So I couldn't speak for my brother Chuck, who should be joining us on this live stream. Come on, Chuck. But I don't know if Chuck's a laird. I don't know if I'm a laird. I don't know what a laird is. So I don't know what that means. So I sound really hoarse, but I can breathe my nose. Yeah, you actually sounded fine on your live stream, Daniel. I know you've been sick. Like, everybody seems to be sick right now. Bye, Geraldine. Thank you for dropping in. We will miss you. Hope you go get some rest and sleep. Knowing her, she's probably going to hop on a taxi bus around the city and go do 5 things and teach a class somewhere when she should be getting rest, but that's okay. Yeah, you do sound hoarse probably to yourself, but man, you sounded fine on your live stream, so don't worry about it. Yeah, watching Jeremy Clarkson struggle, it's so sad when he loses an animal, you know. He takes it really personally when he loses an animal. It's like he lost his pet. And obviously, you know, raising pigs and raising sheep, you're going to lose some. But boy, he takes it hard, you know. Laird is Scottish for lord. Why would I be a lord? I don't think I'm A, elected to the House of Lords, or B, I don't think I'm part of the royal family. Why would I be a lord? Don't know what that's all about. Ciao, Geraldine. I find your thumbnails to be beautiful and well done. Absolutely, Daniel. Her thumbnails rock. Hey, while we're talking about it, let's take a peek. Why don't we just jump over there, eh? Let's go to my like-minded folder here and jump and look at hers and yours. So, you know, these kind of remind me of the style I get if I ever ask the vidIQ AI to make me a thumbnail. The vidIQ will make me a thumbnail, you know? And like this Escape to Cruden one looks kind of like that. So does the Kinkell Church history. The Echoes of Stones one here. Since it doesn't look like an actual picture of the real Maiden Stone, that kind of reminds me of the vidIQ AI style. I'm not sure. The Hedgehog one and the feathers, they kind of look like they might be AI. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I currently just recently put an AI thumbnail on one of my videos. This one right here that was a breakout from the live stream where I'm talking about how to get people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I put this AI generated thumbnail on that one, and I've got some really old videos that still have, like, let's see, this one here, this is Cruising the Stranahan River. That's an AI thumbnail. This one up here, the supermarket, that's an AI thumbnail. This one before and after, that's an AI thumbnail. So I don't have anything against them. I just think that people are probably getting pretty good at picking them out and spotting them. And Mr. Daniels thumbnails, he's got his thing going on with that neon text. You know, for a hunting and shooting channel, I think neon colors make so much sense, because just like your buddy over here with this orange shirt, that's a color that I identify with outdoorsiness. Orange, blaze orange, hunter orange. In fact, one of the reasons why I have orange text on my page is because people tend to associate blaze orange or emergency orange with the outdoors and with hunting. So let's get caught up on the... Okay. Laird means a person. According to Keith, laird is a person who owns a large estate. Yeah, I don't have it. Don't have a large estate. Dad says, I'll talk to you later about it. That's probably good. Oh, Daniel, that wasn't me. Only some of them. I became lazy and used vidIQ. Okay, so those were vidIQ. Got it. Those were vidIQ. I had a feeling. I'll fix them up later. I just need to jiggle more. I use Canva a lot, but wasn't confident enough leaving my old ones. I don't pay for any AI stuff. I just use it for thumbnail. They could be called dumb nails. I struggle with them to put through the feeling, and then I get frustrated. You know, one thing I'll tell you, and Monica, has worked for me is you can decide kind of what your color scheme is for your channel. Like, let's go back to your page. Like, decide which of these colors is going to be your brand. Like, I really like the white text you have at the top in your banner, personally. And like Echoes of Stone has that white font. It's almost like a Helvetica. I personally have always liked white text on dark pictures, these two down at the bottom. But if you choose another color, maybe you want to go with the yellow, or maybe you decide this orange works for you, this yellow, whatever one. My point is, here's my point. When you make vidIQ make you a thumbnail, tell it what kind of font and the color, and it'll do that. So let's do that. For example, let's play with my vidIQ plugin, and I'll show you what I'm talking about as an example. Let's just go into one of these videos doesn't have a thumbnail, so it won't hurt anything. All right, so let's go down to the thumbnail generator here. This is the vidIQ one, and I'm going to say what I want this thumbnail to be. What was this about? Academic English. Okay, so we're going to say lady teaching in a classroom, writing on blackboard. And then you do this, okay? Helvetica font in orange says academic, and it'll pay attention to uppercase and lowercase, whatever you tell it, right? So I'm going to do that and say generate. Let's let it go to it and get busy. Daniel, I'll answer your question in just a second. That's a good question. I want to get to that in a second. Generating, creating. Okay, so it gave me the blocky text here, and it gave me the blocky text here. Let's do this. Same thing, and I'm going to say sans serif bold font in orange says academic English. So instead of saying Helvetica, I say sans serif, which means that font that has no serifs, right? No feet. And let's see what this does here. Daniel wanted to know how the views are. Yeah, so see, it did the right color, and that way it's staying within my branding, right? So I think that these would actually be pretty decent thumbnails for, this right here, how Geraldine's Academic English YouTube channel can save your career, which, by the way, vidIQ helped me with the title as well. So I'll just pick one of these. I don't know, maybe this one looks kind of like Geraldine. You never know. A little bit. Not much. Kind of. So there we go. So now my thumbnail is updated with one that it's got the same sort of branding look as the rest of my channel. It's got the sans serif bold orange. That's not really orange, but it's close enough. By the way, did you guys notice this? They have added A/B testing to me, so now I can A/B test multiple titles and see which ones do the best, or I can A/B test multiple thumbnails and see which one does the best, or I can A/B test titles and thumbnails and attach one thumbnail option with one title and another thumbnail option. I can try different combinations. Run the test. It takes about 7 days. A small channel like me, the results are just going to come back and say, not enough data for conclusive results. So I don't bother with it right now. Maybe when I get bigger, I'll do that. So now we'll see that my new thumbnail, if I reload this page that I just made, where is it? Here it is, right there. So it fits in a little bit. So my point to you, Monica, is decide what color font kind of works for you, which one, and then start getting your AI thumbnails to use a consistent text color, because I think a consistent text color goes a long way. Sort of the way, whoops, didn't mean that. Sort of the way Daniel's got the neon thing going on, or vidIQ has that blue, and just pick a color. So Daniel wanted to know, when you crop some live streams as a video, do you notice the views are good? I would not say they're great, but there's some. And the neat thing is I can tag the person that it talks about. So let's take a peek here. The videos that are created from last week's how to edit new videos out of your live stream. See, the thing is, this is a teaching video subject, so this can live on as an evergreen video. I got 12 views since last week and since last Wednesday. And think about it this way, it's 12 views I never would have gotten and 4 comments I never would have gotten, and I didn't have to do any work other than go into the live stream and chop it up and pick out a topic and cut it and make a new video out of it like I showed you guys how to do in this exact video. I got 12 views and 4 comments, and I didn't have to write any comment or anything. So this one here, this is the YouTubers over 60 topic right here with Catherine, and it's got 21 views and 5 comments. And by the way, if I'm talking about somebody's channel in that video, I'll tag them. You guys know how to tag people. When you go into the comments, or the description rather, you can see right here, I just have to type @ and then the name of the person I want to tag. It knows who we've been talking to most recently, so I can tag somebody just like this, boom, and then that's, you know, if I hit save, she'll get notified in her mentions. Now, a lot of people don't know to look in their mentions. If you don't know, your mentions show up in your community tab over here, and this is where other people have mentioned you in their videos. And for example, this lady, who I have no idea who she is, Ms. Vicky, she wrote this video where she's sitting in her car talking medical update, beauty, nomadic, fanatic, and others. And she just rambled for 25 minutes, but she happened to mention my channel. She came across it and talked about it. And you can see up here in her description, she tagged me. So I show up, her comment shows up in my mentions. So I always tag people in videos if the video has them in it. And if I do this live stream, like when I'm doing this live stream right now, if I later cut up some of these topics into something else, I just got that message, the error like YouTube likes to give us, that thinks that the stream rate is slow. So let me know if it's getting choppy. Yeah, talking about the fonts on the YouTube right there, right? Is it too cheeky to ask you making me some thumbnails, quick puppy eyelash movements? I will make you anything you want, Monica. Yes, we can talk about that. Monica and I have a video chat scheduled for this Sunday, and so we can spend some time talking there about some thumbnails, and I'll make you some thumbnails, no problem, because I like working in Photoshop. I like editing. I like doing all the things about channels that people don't like. I'm not sure what it is that people are known to absolutely like, but I know what people don't like, and that's the editing and the making thumbnails, and that's the part I do like. So, yeah, the mentions, that's pretty cool. In a description of a video, you can mention somebody. That's pretty important. So I was going to show you, I don't have to show you this, guys, but I was going to just review the top content. If we go to our main page and scroll down, what jumps out at me where it says here, this is the top content for the past, whoops, the past 28 days is what it's currently set to right up here. And the top content, we've got 3,900 views in this short, 2,100 views in this short, 1,800 views in this short, 1,200 views in this short. The common theme here is that these are shorts. And almost all of these are shorts that I used the, what is the name of that tool? I always forget. Opus Clip. I used Opus Clip to power these shorts out of my existing videos. All I did was I just use, you know, it's, I don't know how much it is, like $10 or something like that. But I thought I heard a weird voice, but it was just a kitty cat. She went in the other kitchen and she's starting to cry because she thinks it's time for me to feed her, and it's not time yet, baby. So yeah, without any effort at all on my part, I already made the videos, I already produced the videos, they're ready to go, and I tell Opus Clips, go cut up these things, and then I schedule all of these shorts that it makes for me basically like 1 an hour. If you look at my content, so yeah, I'm getting thousands and thousands of views and even subscribers. That's the wild thing to me, is I'm getting subscribers. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at, I want to show you this. This is so weird to me. I don't know who the subscribers I'm getting are. Subscribers gained and lost. If you look at this list of all these people, I've got 6 subscribers, 4 subscribers, 3 subscribers, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's how many come in from a video. And look at all these subscribers who are coming in from shorts. That's a short. That's a short. A 17-second video gave me 6 subscribers. This 16-second video gave me 4 subscribers. 28 seconds. And I, again, these are all made. You know, what I like to see is a video that I worked hard on giving me I got 3 subscribers for this video testing out my Kindle. And that's a video I actually spent some time working on. This most recent video, The Secret Birthplace of the Personal Computer, 2 new subscribers. That's wonderful. And I don't get discouraged when I see subscribers lost. We talked about that last week. When you get a subscriber who leaves you and takes off and hits the bricks, that's a good thing, because that's somebody who's not going to watch your videos anyway, and you don't want somebody being subscribed to you and having your video suggested to them, and then they don't watch it. And so YouTube thinks, man, this guy's videos stink. Even his subscribers don't like them. So, yeah, that's amazing to me, the amount of subscribers and views that come out of shorts. It's pretty wild to think about, and it's pretty wild to reflect on. He's helped me so much with his Photoshop skills. I use so many of his Photoshop products in my Facebook groups. Yep. What kind of Facebook groups do you have? How do you find folks there? I hope they are behaving. Thinking of doing a motivational video about not giving up on YouTube, just walking and talking, hiking in the woods. My success story. You definitely should do this, Daniel. 6 years on YouTube and 2,900 subs. Most give up by now. Definitely you should do that. My friend, you do that, and I will be sharing that video left and right. Because as Rob the Maritimer always tells us, the number one thing to help a channel grow is to help people. And if you're going to encourage people and lift people up and give people a positive feeling about themselves, you're helping. You're helping your community, and you're helping people, even people who stumble across you randomly out of nowhere. They're just gonna have so much value and appreciation for that, Daniel. So I can't strongly enough, recommend that you do that. That encouraging, and you guys saw I had a video like that. Let's see, which one was it? It was, let's go to content. It's the one that says we're all gonna make it. The thumbnail is WAGMI, which you have to know what that means to know what it means. Where is it? Where we're all gonna make it? Where's that? Is it on the next page already? Oh, here it is. Okay. This one right here, we're all going to make it. You got this. Rise above stress. We're all going to make it. That's just 4 minutes and 30 seconds of encouragement. I have a friend, Wes, up in Virginia, and he said he plays this video every morning when he's brushing his teeth, just to hear the positive reinforcement and the positive repetition. Make a video like that, buddy, for sure. Stream is good, by the way, good. That's awesome. Daniel, that'll be more too. I like the idea you've got. Where are you planning to go to record it? That would be good to know. Don't know yet. Oh my goodness, look who's here, people! This is one of our most encouraging commenters in the history of mankind. Welcome, Lori. I'm so glad you made it. You guys, listen, Lori has commented so many nice things on so many of these videos. And what a sweetie. I'm telling you, she's got the nicest channel, the most uplifting. We were just talking about making encouraging videos, right? Do I have you in here, Lori? Where's your channel? I don't think I've saved it in here yet. Here's all the people I've gotten to know, but I don't think I've saved it yet. So you know what we got to do if I don't knock my iced tea over. We're going to your channel, Lori. she's really nice. All right, everybody. I'm going to, oops, here it is. I'm going to drop that link in the chat. Boop. Guys, okay, so first of all, like I was saying, Monica, look at her channel's consistency on her thumbnails, right? You've got the same kind of vibe, the same kind of, font appearance on all of them. They got her face front and center, just all smiling, uplifting, positive face. Lori, love it. What a great looking channel. And you guys, every single one of these videos will make you feel like you're ready to go out there and take on the world. You'll feel like you're unbeatable. Let's see here. Yeah. Lori, you're thinking about using shorts. Use this, or at least look into it. It does cost a few bucks, but man, it's not that bad. It's this Opus Clip tool. I know you've seen Rob talk about it. If you've watched Catherine, I think she's using it. But basically, here, I'll just drop, you can drop any video URL in there. So let's just grab your video for the heck of it. Copy. Yeah, you go up here and you paste a URL, and then it looks at it for a second. It does a little mumbo jumbo in the background. I'm not going to clip your video, obviously, into shorts because that would be mad. And I've only got 18 tokens. So these tokens up here, these credits, is what you use when you tell it go. You would hit this white button, get clips in one click, and it'll come back and it'll show you all these clipped up shorts. And then you can just say publish to my channel. And I like to make them publish private. You can select private or public, or you can't schedule it unless you pay extra money, and I don't want to do that. But let me show you the plans, how much it costs. $15 for 100 credits, and 100 credits, no, 150. 115 credits for $15. So what is that? 10 credits a buck or something. It's and 150 credits lasted me like 3 work weeks doing videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, letting it cut up all my videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday for like 3 weeks. So you end up with 1 million shorts that just generate views and subscribers for some ungodly reason. Nobody knows why or how, but it does. So there's Lori's channel. We did our sneak peek. I talked about memberships. We talked about the garden. We talked about live streaming. Maybe next week, either from the garden itself outside, or maybe we'll go back to those Indian mounds. And obviously, this is our new time that we're talking. And I think I showed you everything I wanted to show you on the top content this period. We're doing really well. It's coming up on 1 hour. And now the last thing I want to mention, by the way, is you guys tell me if you think this is a good idea, because I made the video recently about the absolute best mosquito repellent in the world, bar none, called Thermacell. Oh man, I thought for sure I could freeze this on a shot of me holding it. Yeah. So the Thermacell, which I do happen to have sitting here, I'm not a sponsor or anything, but I think this stuff is awesome. You've got these little cartridges that are not expensive. Put in, this is the USB rechargeable one. And it vaporizes. But the other thing I have is this Thermacell, and this is the one that I take with me when I'm hiking. It's got this clip for a belt clip, which I can put on my backpack. It's camouflage for some reason, and then you can see there's the unit, and the unit goes, it sort of slips down inside. I'm not going to take it out because it's all elastic and it's difficult to do it, but inside this little grate, there's a little blue pad. It's a thin little pad that's infused with that material, that plomethyrin or dimethyrin or whatever it's called. It's synthesized chrysanthemum fragrance. And the way this one works is that there is a, how do you get into the bottom? I forget. I'm not going to do it. There's a butane on the bottom. There's a butane canister, which lasts something like a month's worth. And then to light it, you would flip this switch to the on position, and then click this button here, and you just punch the button a few times, until it ignites. And what it's doing is igniting underneath this guy here. It's underneath this little thing. It's igniting a little glowing red thing. Now there's a little window in the top, and I don't think it's going to show up in the camera because there's too. Oh, it is showing up. There's a little flame. You can actually see the glowing flame of. It's not really burning, but it's like a glowing red hot element in there. So when you've lit it, you kind of look through here and say, yeah, that's lit up. So that's going to start vaporizing this chemical to chase away mosquitoes. I was thinking, and then to turn it off when you're done, you just flip this back over and that kills the gas supply. And so now I just like to double check and say, yep, no more glowy. So this works a little bit better, in my opinion, than this one. And it has a slightly different synthesized version of the chrysanthemum juice in it. There's a downside, though. This gets hot. This piece right here, as its element is glowing in there, it gets hot. So if you have this on your belt and you're walking along and you put your hand right here, you feel the warmth, and you don't want to forget about it. And A, waste your butane, but B, have this glowing red element vaporizing stuff. So I wouldn't want to forget about it. But I was thinking I might make a follow-up video like the one I did on this one, which is my out back on the patio thermocell. And there's another one we have here in the house that's for out in the garage doing the laundry, because mosquitoes in Florida are bad. So I think I might do a video on this version of thermocell as well, just because I think it's cool. It's neat stuff. Yeah, Lori, give those shorts a try, at least 1 month, or one, give them like $15 or something or whatever it is to get some credits and try it out on a few videos. And then Dad says, yeah, that's the same. By the way, Lori, this is my dad here, Texas Gypsy. That's my pop. That second one is the one you've got. So Dad's got the one with the butane in it, I guess. Now, that's cool. But I like this one because it's USB rechargeable. Hey, Daniel's got memberships on his channel. He's got a member, became part of the DGO crew. Awesome. It's either $2 or 99 cents a month. I'm going to do a members only live stream at the end of every month. Very good, sir. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Monica says Thermacell and DJI both should be sponsoring this channel. I agree. And Publix. Publix is the local supermarket where I get my iced tea. By the way, do you like my stickers on my Yeti wide mouth chug-a-lug bottle of sweet tea? This is Publix sweet tea. Publix should, I would say Publix should sponsor me, but 3 of my kids work there, and that probably isn't allowed. Yeah, good job, Daniel. We'll all join your crew. And Monica, you gotta wait till you've been at your job for a few months there and get everything back and squared up. You've been unemployed long enough that don't worry about it. Oh my gravy, everybody! Look who's here! It's the Granny. This is my favorite fellow Floridian YouTuber, Granny, over on the Gulf Coast. Granny, I have been to so many of your live streams and have enjoyed your wisdom for so long. I'm so glad you have been able to jump in here and see how goofy a live stream can be. We're all just having a good time in here. So as you can see, Granny, we've got Monica from The Quiet Nomad, who I think you know, and DG Outdoors. I'm pretty sure you know all these folks. Lori, we're all Rob the Maritimer graduates. So, and you've got both of those. I think you told me that in the Thermacell video that you have that one, and you agree with it. Yeah, that's very for sure true. Keith says, Google and type in West Coast midges. They're in Scotland. He has a lot of spray in his backpack. No idea why we're at Northeast. Just kidding. Yeah, the Thermacell probably is good for midges because I don't think they're much different. They're more like gnats, right? What do they eat when they can't get Hobbit? You've got a lantern-looking Thermacell? Really? I would like to see that. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my goodness. A lantern-shaped Thermacell. This is nice. Do you have this one, Granny, with the X on it? Or do you have the one that's like a cylinder? And there's a couple of these camping lanterns. These are nice. Oh my goodness. I should not have looked at this stuff. Granny, you're not allowed to make suggestions anymore, Granny. It costs money. Dad says to Keith, by the way, Keith is in the chat by proxy through Monica. Keith is with Monica, if you're wondering, Granny. I just know midges are up in the Highlands. Oh, she said, bless your heart to me because I was complimenting her channel and how nice and how sweet she is. You guys got to go check out. Oh, let me put a link to her like I did Lori. We had Lori here with us, and I want to show you all a link to Granny's channel because she's so sweet. She's the nicest gal y'all ever going to come across. I'm telling y'all. All right, let me go to the channel itself, grab this website, and drop it in the website box. Boom, it's in the chat. So everybody go subscribe and check out Granny's Corner because she has the sweetest southern wisdom you will ever find anywhere in Florida. Texas Gypsy, my man, tell us that you have them in the West Coast too and here, but rarely. They look lethal. Lethal midges. What do they eat when they can't get hobbit? I need to look into Thermacell for deer hunting. I normally use Repel, DEET-free, eucalyptus, and lemongrass. The only thing, yeah, the deer will smell it, exactly. That's the only thing I have a concern because I can smell the Thermacell. When I'm walking around, if I stand still, I can smell the vapor. And I know that when you're out there going after deer, you're doing everything in the world to try and eliminate your own odor. And if you're upwind of a deer and you got Thermacell, the bugs will leave you alone, but the deer will smell it. Bye, Dad. See you later. Sorry you couldn't stay to the end. That's okay. You're just not missing anything except us being a little silly and having a good time because I got through everything on the list that I wanted to show and talk about. So we're just commenting and chatting now. No big deal. Oh yeah, Granny, that's what you said on your other, on the video that you commented on. I had the one video talking about the Thermacell and you commented on it and said you have it out in the gazebo, which makes me jealous that you have a gazebo because that would be a really lovely place to go and sit out and make some nice flowers hanging in some pots in the gazebo out back. That would be super nice. Okay, so Monica says, what's DEET? Yeah, DEET is an extremely effective bug killing chemical. They sprayed around neighborhoods here and they tried to make it illegal because it was so effective, but it works. Okay, so Granny says they do work good for hunting. Her buddy Matt has used them all over the USA. So maybe the game doesn't smell. Maybe the game doesn't smell the Thermacell, but I can smell it when I'm standing still. But maybe because it's synthesized chrysanthemums, maybe that's a smell that doesn't bother them. That makes sense. And here's the wisest words you'll ever see on this channel. Anyway, come here, baby. Come here. Daniel says, you can never have too many grannies. This here is Suzuki, everybody. So Suzuki, you can never have too many grannies. You got it? Yeah. Back to your spot. Go back to your spot. Monica saying, bye, Dad. And Daniel saying, I agree. I agree. I have been working really hard tonight on not scratching my face and my nose as much as I did on that last live stream. Because, man, I tell you, when I watched it back, I was like, oh, my gosh, his nose is itching so much. Because it does. When I talk, my face vibrates. And when I'm speaking a lot, my face vibrates and it makes my nose itch. But I'm trying really hard not to be touching my face so much on tonight's stream. So y'all tell me how I'm doing. Aw, Suzuki. Granny said you're a beautiful kitty. Beautiful kitty wants to eat. She thinks it's time to eat. Well, I don't have anything else to talk about. Don't forget, I do have a little shop. Let me show you guys my shop. There I am touching my nose. I actually have two shops because I really like Redbubble for creating merchandise. So like when I'm drinking out of my Yeti, I've got my stickers. These are stickers I got off of, I made them in Redbubble. I need to remember to drink my iced tea more often when I'm talking so much. It would really help me if I would do that more often. So I have a lot of stuff in Redbubble, a lot of designs and stuff like that. And the thing about Redbubble is it actually makes me a little bit of money. I think I made like $200 in a year with all these designs, and there's a lot of stuff in here that has nothing to do with the channel. I've got some Lord of the Rings designs. I've got some of these Japanese cuttings of Mount Fuji. I've got some nerdy NASA and space sayings, all these Lord of the Rings artwork and stuff like that. And, you know, people search for interesting stuff. And when they find your work, sometimes they'll buy a sticker, sometimes they'll buy a cup, a mug, a t-shirt, things like that. So I've actually made about $200 in the past year, not this calendar year, but like the last 12 months off of designs. And it's usually like 60 cents at a time. If somebody buys a sticker or buys a mug or something, and it's, you know, I get 60 cents or something like that. Granny Granny says, she says hum too much. You want to start a merch store? Yeah. I'll help you out, man. It's not hard. They're a bit retro from the state parks. Yeah, that's exactly what this design is meant to look like, is the old state park signs. You got it. You got it, ma'am. That's the whole vibe I was going for when I designed that logo right there. Now, the other thing is I've got a spring store, and I have never sold a single thing off of it. And the reason I created the spring, which used to be called Spring Tea or something like that, is because that's the only store that you can connect to your YouTube channel. So I put the same designs that were on Redbubble over here on Spring. And I've never, you know, I don't have them priced real high or anything. But once you create your store here on Spring, then in your YouTube, let's go to, I'll show you where it's at, YouTube Studio, earn, shopping. You can connect a store, and you can only connect stores with the partners that YouTube is already working with. So you can create Spring, and there's like, I think 2 other online vendors. I just picked Spring because I had heard of them, basically. Let's bring that over. That's a little bit wide for this screen. There we go. Yeah, look at that. $0. It's been $0 in the past 2 years. Never sold anything off of the store. But it does allow you to have a store connected so that when somebody looks at one of your videos, when they look at one of your videos, let's take a peek at any random video here. Do, 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 do. Oh, that little bird. So you see down at the bottom, there's merchandise down here, logo shirts and stuff like that. No one's ever buying into that stuff, but it's there. So I guess that's cool. I don't know. This video's not doing that great. Ambient nature sounds. So this is the no talking video. It's 30 views and it's sort of flattened out, not really doing anything. But yeah, the Spring store, it's there, but I don't recommend using it because I haven't made a single sale off of it in my entire lifetime. So maybe one of the other ones that YouTube allows you to connect to your channel would be worth looking into. I'm not real impressed with the Spring. That said, the Redbubble channel seems to do great. I will tell you what I'll do is let's just I'll drop a link to the shop in the chat. If you ever want to go play around in there, poke around, see what's there. If you want to buy something, send me a message because I can adjust prices up and down. And if you're about to buy something on here, I'll edit it to have it set to be no profit so you can get it for the cost. Let me know if you see something you like in there. Just send me a message first before you buy anything. Oh, Monica says, you looked at my store earlier. I hope you didn't buy something on there without telling me, because I'll knock the price down to 0 profit before you buy something on there. Let me know if you're going to do that. Well, ladies and friends and gentlemans, I think we are getting towards the end of the night here. It is a little bit past 9, so I've gone about an hour and 10 minutes tonight. I still have to go back and finish watching Daniel's live stream. If any of y'all are interested in learning about deer hunting with bows, and he had a guest on who makes, Daniel, what do you call those ropes that are connected to trees for the deers to rub up against? It's like I forget the word. Oh, it's right here because I have his scrapes. Scrapes, yeah, false scrapes. I think we call it homemade scrapes, something like that. Well, oh, look at this. Granny's getting some rain, and I'll be getting some rain. Oh, I'm getting some rain now, too. Look, it is rainy out here. I'm in this part. I'm in this little square down here. Granny's over here on the Gulf of America somewhere. And somewhere pretty close to that nice park I walked out to and went walking around. That park I went to was right down here. I lost it somewhere. I forget. Oh, wrong inlet. This one, Cape Coral, and they're getting thunder pounded. Man, can you imagine being out in the Everglades on an elevated boardwalk with a massive Florida thunderstorm going on at the time? That would be pretty cool. That would be crazy. Yeah, hemp roke for mock scrapes. That's what it was. Mock scrapes. Cool. Yeah, I got to go watch that video. Well, one thing I'm really, really bad at is knowing how to sign off. I keep on saying I'm going to sign off, and I say I'm going to end the live stream forever, and I'll talk for another half hour while I do it, but not tonight. So we will play the theme song and sign off and tell all of you how much I love you, and I'm so thankful that every single one of you joined. And even the ones who had to go, Geraldine and my dad who had to peel out of here. Missed everybody who couldn't make it. Oh, you're closer to the rocket on the East Coast. What? No way. I thought you were a West Coaster. Are you serial? Are you serial? What did I get mixed up on? Let's go look. What did I mix up? I must have gotten myself confused. Okay. Oh, you said Sebastian. That's what you said, Sebastian. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought you were over on the Gulf Coast. But you said Sebastian. Isn't that right? I think. Maybe. Pretty sure. Maybe. Yeah, near the Sebastian Inlet. Yeah, there we go. Lori, thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad you came in. You didn't chat with us very much. Not a very texty, chatty person, but I'm super grateful and thankful for your channel and for the encouragement you're putting out in your channel. Granny, you are extremely encouraging to people. Daniel, I 100% hope that you will also consider doing what you said. You're thinking about making an encouraging, uplifting video, and I think that's a really important and great idea. Monica, I am looking forward to your follow-up video. You said you had a follow-up video after the Maiden Stone coming out real soon, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Granny's been here for 50 years. Well, you ain't special. 50 years? You think you're special? You are special. I'm just kidding. I've been here 35 years, so and I ain't moving. Thank you, Monica, for dropping in, and Scott. Yeah, Monica, I will see you on Sunday evening. We'll be interviewing each other. We're making a interview each other and chat with each other video that we can share on our channel, respective channels together. So, everybody remember, as Granny says, as a community, we got to help each other. Amen. So, you all don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I will see you in the next video or the next live stream a week from now. And I got that video coming out this coming Friday, so watch for that. And let's play a song that Monica likes. Wait, that ain't it. Stop! That's the intro theme, man. We gotta play the outro theme. The outro theme is the one she likes, you silly dude.